When I was 7, we visited the West Coast. My father was from BC. We used to go out there almost every summer. And I saw the totem poles in Haida art for the first time, and I became completely obsessed with it and obsessed with carving, and it just kind of took over. There was a competition that came out for the federal sculptor, Dominion Sculptor. It was a national competition, and I applied. It's a very obviously unique position. It was created in 1936. The architect, John Pearson, who designed the center block of Parliament buildings, left, we'll say, approximately 3,000 square blocks of stone sticking out of the buildings on the outside, and another 2,500 to 3,000 sticking out on the inside, just square, rough blocks, with the intention that those would be carved. Once the building was finished, once all the senators and MPs had moved into the building and the building was functioning and occupied, that this carving would go on for generations afterwards. It was always that intention that it would be finished. It's the same thing as it goes on, and it used to go on in Europe when they built the great cathedrals. They would build the building, and the carving would continue for many, many, many years afterwards. I'm the 5th. I do everything from everything from the initial research, turning that research into a design, a concept, and then on to the finished sculpture. It's really a wonderful and completely unique opportunity to leave a sort of a lasting legacy and a sort of my interpretation of not so much Canadian history, but little snippets of Canadian history and my interpretation of various personalities that created the country. And really that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people who created the country or who had a hand in its creation. It's all mostly historical figures. The sculpture was particularly complicated because it had to be approved by the Queen herself. I chose to show her not at the current age, but around 70, 75. But that just happened to be personal choice. I wasn't given any direction. I was just told to come up with a proposed design. When she came to visit in June, I had a nice chat with her private secretary, and he told me that she was very pleased with it. I would love to do Trudeau. Hasn't been done on the Hill. He was the first person I voted for. One of the great things about this position is that you're constantly doing something different. It's a new subject. It's a new type of carving. It can be just plain decorative work. It can be portraiture. It can be anything from fine art to fine craft any given day. And the subjects are constantly changing, and the materials are changing. You're going from wood one day to stone to bronze. Keeps it very interesting. It's a great job. It's a great position. It's not everyone that gets to carve Canada's history in stone.